Hello there guys and girls, welcome back. And as a quick disclaimer, this video might be coming up a little bit late just because of time constraints. This was a little bit of an extra bit since I know we just did a first part of movies that were recommended to me, so why not me recommend something to you guys? But I thought of something a little bit different and a little bit quicker since I know people don't have that much time in the world, which we can talk about movies all day. Animation in specifically, mini 2 minutes, maybe 15, 10 things that you guys can watch relatively quick. But if you want to know what I like to do in the movie side, for example, a quick rundown would be like Paranorman, Corpse Bride, Monster House, 9, the OG Scooby movies, and so forth. They're classics. I'm pretty sure you can find them on your own. But if you want super scary stuff like The Black Cauldron and Perfect Blue, for example, know where to look for those. But to get into the meat and potatoes of this little mini episode, first on the list is David Romero with Midnight Snack and other videos. They make them pretty sporadically, but the videos that they have is well, they're amazing. As you can see, the hand-drawn, even layered, I would say, with a little bit of practical effects as well. It's just a chef's kiss to the aesthetic, which I end up loving. They are very good in their timing, in my opinion. But maybe I'm just a scaredy cat. And coming up behind David, we have Dead Horse, which is a little personal favorite of mine because it came up on me about a year or two ago. And I love this little mini. It's not too long, it's a few 4 minutes. But if you're a fan of what goes bump in the night, maybe some things that you just cannot understand, and by the way, it is a bit of body horror, but in animals. So, if you don't like that, maybe don't go for it. But if you don't mind and you want to see something kind of creepy, scary-ish, whatever have you, please give it a look. Animation is beautiful from what you can see, or that I know. I love that paint. Please give it a look. Please give some little loving. Behind Dead Horse, we have Don't Walk Home Alone After Dark with The Worm. They have another special in their YouTube channel. But from these two, they're amazing campfire stories, and they're actually animated. The soundtrack is banger in my opinion, very atmospheric, super cool, and they've just started. So if that sounds like your alley with the animation, as you can see, campfire stories, very interesting. This one, for example, takes the whole notion of brainworm, if you will. So give it a watch if that sounds interesting. But remember, The Worm. Following up that little story time, we have Mike Ento with Missing Halloween. If you know the name, shame on you, but I know. Missing Halloween is a very big animation that came out a few years ago, and as you can see, adorable. But do not let that fool you. It is a very cute story, but the ending is pretty grim. So if you like watching little kids having a good Halloween, but things go awry in the end after we find out some not so good news, maybe give it a watch. And again, it's very derpy and fun, but again, the ending, yeah, it's not just watch it, okay? Following that wholesome channel, we have La Noria, which is a little mini special about 13 minutes, and it's actually made by a former Pixar artist. So as you can see with that, the animation is gorgeous. It's beautiful, and I believe it's Carlos B. I could be wrong on that. This is a beautiful film. Downright, this could have been a whole movie, and it's honestly just very bittersweet, and it really surprised me the turn it took, and honestly made me understand a little bit with how kids can deal with their upbringing. If that sounds a little bit maybe too obscure, I don't want to give up too much, but it is a film, or a YouTube film, that I highly recommend you to watch and genuinely give this one a moment of your time. Again, not besides of the animation, but the fact that this story deserves at least one look. Coming off the back of that, we have The Backwater Gospel, which I saw this years ago, and it's very obvious that it looks like Borderlands, but do not let that fool you. The fact of the matter is, this is honestly just super fun, really cool in the beginning, but we follow this old-timey tale of basically following death, if you will, or the way that I interpret it. But we end up, when push comes to shove, do you believe faith or do you believe man? And, sometimes, it's not the greatest to believe in your fellow peers or in false gods for that matter. So This one, again, animation can really capture you in, really give you those old school vibes. As you can see, like OG Borderlands. This is a fun one. I love this one. So please give this old piece of some loving. And this one right here, we have Emily and Boyle with their mini of Waiting. I won't say too much about this one because with the request, this is something that they prefer you experience. Yeah, that's all I'll say. If you're not gonna watch anything else in this video, watch this one. And well, this is more of an extra, The Man in the Woods. It's not exactly a scary one, but it is one of my favorites when I first got into YouTube years ago. A very good little story, super short and sweet. A little kid, he's being a little kid, being a little butt cheek, and sometimes kids should just really mind what they say. So if you have not seen Man in the Woods, give this one a little peek. And yeah, that's gonna sum it up for tonight. Remember, I know I haven't seen every single video, but this was a quick TLDR for some of the videos that I like to watch. And there's probably a lot more videos that y'all might have said, oh my god, why haven't you talked about this one or this one? Well, again, these are the ones that I like to watch, but if there's something that I've missed, and I obviously have missed some, and that you love, that I haven't talked about or noted, by all means, let me know in the comments below. Please show me some stuff that y'all think will scare me. That'll be it. I'll see you guys next time. Do have a good Halloween. Please be safe, stay warm, and I'll see you next